What's up, muscle car people? Bringing muscle cars. I'm Jared. Today, for Wash Wednesday, we are going to do a comparison test on Quinn's Fiesta. Alright, so before we test out our coating products, which we'll get to then, first we are going to use a cut compound. And our ceramic polish and wax stuff. We don't have another type of polish, so we're going to go with this. Quinn's never had any professional detail work on here. If you come in close, you might be able to see a lot of the defects and swirl marks in the paint. We're going to do the best we can to try to get that out. I make no promises, Quinn, but I'm going to do my best and see how good of results we can get. We're going to do one side and then the other to do just to see how good the polishing and cutting actually does make a difference before we do the actual coatings.
Okay.
All right, so this is how we're going to do it. Apply a couple dabs around the polisher. Like that. You really don't want to overdo it. Always make sure to shake it up beforehand. And yeah, you're just gonna kind of dusty, but whatever. I have it on setting 3, and we're just gonna see what happens.
What does setting 3 mean?
It's how much the thing spins
oscillates
around.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. So you cut it. I just did a crosshatch pattern, and we're gonna buff it off.
Oh yeah, you can already see a difference.
Just make sure you're using clean microfibers every time. That's key. You don't want to hold it in one spot too long. Keep the heat down. But yeah. Now that's only a medium cut. It's not.
It's pretty night and day though.
It's not anything crazy, because I don't want to get too crazy on Quinn's car, because I'm not a professional at it. Do you think it's already like...
Well, look at, you can see there's swirl marks here. It'll be interesting. This is where there is some sap that got left on for, I don't know, it's like 2 weeks. I went on vacation and it just kind of sat there. You can see there's another one and there's another one. So between these swirl marks and these sap marks, it'll be interesting to see how this really gets rid of those. But if you come over here and get the light in that shot, you can see, I mean, it's not totally out, but it is definitely way better.
All right, guys, we are going to polish with Turtle Wax Hybrid Ceramic Solutions product line. I like this stuff. Same method, a couple drops. That's way too much, by the way. I like this line. What it does is it applies a little ceramic coating along with the polish. According to other YouTube videos, it's a lot flatter of a surface, and it alone applies ceramic protection. Only a couple months worth, nothing crazy, but it is a polish. It does cut a little bit, so we're gonna apply it now. Hopefully bring some life back to this paint. Same method as before. Dab it on like that. I'm gonna use a low speed again, and we're just gonna get to it. We're going to buff off the polish. Supposedly they say from turtle wax, if you do this with like a damp wet rag, it actually activates the polymers inside more. But we're also going to be coating this afterwards, so should be all right. Is a little sticky, so you might have to give it a little more effort, but yeah.
And it's actually, I can see your reflection in it now.
It's not terrible.
It's pretty blurry over there.
All right, so we got that done. Let's see if we pull the tape up.
Well, the tape left a little bit of a...
Well,
but
the tape's gonna leave a residue, but
you can absolutely see that there is a difference.
yeah, it's pretty noticeable actually.
If the camera would focus. It's very noticeable.
Even without like the residue line for the
Yeah.
tape.
Why don't you wipe that? Why don't you wipe that down?
Pretty noticeable.
You can clearly see that there's that transition line there between what was polished and where it was before. Took a lot of the scratches out of the clear coat. And this black color is a really good representation because things really stand out with this color.
And I'd just like to point out, there's defects like this.
Yeah, but that's
a sandpaper thing. We're not getting that with just
yeah.
polishing.
That's really like through the clear coat.
Yeah. There's nothing like if you can feel it,
Yeah.
it's not coming out with just polish.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the general rule of thumb is what you get. If you can feel
Yeah.
it with your fingernail, you're not going to be able to polish it out. So the hood is polished. Now where are we at?
I really don't want to finish this video because Matt showed up right now.
The boss shows up, now he doesn't want to work anymore.
Yeah. All right, so the whole point of prepping the car with polish and compound was we are going to test two products today. 303 graphene nano spray coating, which is supposed to be like the next level of spray on protection, and a tried and true classic Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine. We're going to do one to each side of the hood, probably just the whole length of the car too while we're at it. And we're going to come back in a couple weeks and see which is lasting better. The big thing is Quinn doesn't actually take care of his car. So it should be...
I wash it sometimes.
No, he doesn't. So it should be a good test to see which can hold up the longest with zero maintenance washes in between.
Great.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
No.
Is that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that Pan the organizer always
Yes.
recommends?
Yeah.
Yes, but we don't talk about other channels
Yeah,
on
we
this channel.
do.
Oh, we do?
So check out Pan the organizer, he has some good videos on that too.
All right. Are you...
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things
Get
about
outta
the
here.
ice.
I'm working!
He's helping.
But
No, he's not.
He's actually added some value to this.
All right, so to apply the graphene spray coating, unlike that, which we're just going to apply directly to it, that's permanent. That's not coming out. We're going to apply a couple sprays. Watch this. It's going to be cool. It's going to be black.
Well, that is pretty cool. So you can actually see where you're applying.
Yeah, and we're going to go in a cross hatch pattern over the car.
So crosshatch being horizontal and
Yeah.
vertical.
crisscross.
Yep,
Crisscross.
that's another way to describe it.
I use technical terms.
Probably put a little too much on, but whatever. We're just going to do
Never
it like
hurt
that.
nobody.
We're going to let it cure for about 5 minutes. It's going to
This is
come to a
fine.
nice white haze. That's going to leave right now.
I have
And
to
we're
say
going
that-
to buff it off then.
I have to say that this stuff is amazing, how good it is with just spraying.
I'm going to remove this too,
Versus
so we
like
don't-
actually applying with like,
Well, like how much work keeping your car clean was before with wax and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was so hard and annoying.
So,
That's why people
We're going to
didn't do it.
apply turtle wax to the other side now.
so you're actually now not using the sponge. You're actually using.
No, that one they
Or the
want you to
applicator.
apply with the microfiber applicator. This we're just going to spray on. I took the tape off so we don't have like a line of nothing.
Right.
And I'm just going to spray it on. That's probably way too much anyway. The stuff's super concentrated. And I'm just going to buff it on. Try to get as close as I can to this line without actually crossing
Mixing
it
them
over.
up.
But
Have some sort of chemical reaction.
yeah, so we're going to polish it on like this. Buff it on, whatever you call it.
Now, is this the same process? We're going to let this sit as well too.
See,
It's a shorter time.
Oh.
No, you really don't need to let this cure That says cure for about 5 minutes until it's a white haze, which it's kind of
You can start to see it is hazing over.
So we're gonna do that, and then we're just gonna flip the towel, the microfiber towel.
And it's probably been a couple minutes. It's definitely hazing over.
It's hazing over. I might have done a little too much, to be quite honest with you. But
it actually smells pretty good too.
That's the seal and shine is what smells good. The graphene stuff smells like sulfur. It's not as good for sure.
Interesting. Is 303 a reputable brand?
Yes, 303 made by Gold Eagle is a very good brand. Turtle Wax also a very good brand. Both are just kind of one-upping each other in terms of products nowadays.
Now, can you tell our viewers what is the price disparity between
the graphene spray coating comes to $19.99.
Wow.
The seal and shine is $9.99.
Wow, that's
in other tests
50% difference.
In other tests that we've seen online, the seal and shine, now they do like torture tests where they spray like iron remover and stuff on it. The seal and shine holds up.
Wow.
It's very chemically resistant. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do a straight up longevity test to see which holds up the best.
Good job, Turtle Wax.
More enthusiasm.
We've had plenty.
We've had it plenty, yeah.
You're ruining it.
You've really changed the whole vibe since you've gotten here.
I hope for the better.
I don't know if I'd say that.
They're in great shape either, but
No, it is better though.
I would say it's a little better, yes.
Now, you can see, it's hard to capture. I just had it there for a moment. You can see a little bit of a difference here. I would say the graphene is a little glossier, but that's a subjective thing.
It really, well, it's all subjective in
The
terms
graphene is supposed to make it glossier.
And that's what I'm saying. The ice is a little less glossy than the graphene is.
So, we're gonna do the rest of the car just so Quinn actually has coating on his car. But the next scene will be a couple weeks later, and we're gonna give you an update on the longevity of these two products during Quinn's daily driving and lack of maintenance washes.
So we'll see you then.
All right, Tia, you just showed up in the midst of our projects along with Matt, unfortunately. Can you tell a difference side to side which looks better? Just looks better.
Well, I walked around and it may be the lighting, but it seems like this side, the driver's side, looks a little better. It looks a little shinier, I think, than the other side.
Which again is just ridiculous because that's the cheaper stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
It's twice as cheap, or half
Yeah,
as
it's half as
costly.
cheap.
But again, it could be the lighting or it could be just, I don't know. But it just seems like it looks a little better than the other side.
All right, guys, we're back. We are about a month and a half out on an update on Quinn's car. As you saw earlier, we applied 303 Turtle Wax seal and shine to each side of the car. Now, we haven't washed it or anything, but we do have our new pressure washer. We're gonna spray it and just see how it's beating still.
It's not too bad.
What do we say about talking by camera? All right, so overall, I'd say both are pretty good. It seems like the graphene is sheeting water a little better. The Turtle Wax is beating a lot better, but they're both still pretty good. It's hard to really tell comparatively between the two. But both are still doing their jobs. Highly recommend both products. So if you like this video, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll be doing more Wash Wednesday videos, comparing products, doing longevity tests, everything like that. And if you got a fast car, you better bring it.
Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to link a couple more videos that if you like this one and you made it all the way to the end, you're going to definitely like these. So watch them. Also, that middle button right there, I think is probably, somewhere in there. Hit that button to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more action.